up and make them tell the truth. I mean, you gotta love it when they throw in a little DC Comics in there, and their two voices blend nicely, and I love the closing breakdown, the slow fade out. What do you make of this one?
Their voices blend too closely, I think.
Really?
Because you're going to do a duet with somebody, you really want to have some kind of offset so you know who's singing what. But they are so close vocally, it's tough to tell them apart.
Yeah.
So I think as a duet, it really doesn't work that way. Interestingly, I have a bootleg of this album where Roth is singing everything. And it doesn't sound that much different than the legit version on the album.
Really?
With him and Travis Tritt. Yeah. So, I mean, I think they do a good job singing together. Don't get me wrong. And actually, I think Travis adds a lot to the song. He's got a little more oomph that Roth doesn't have.
Yeah, he's got more twang. He's got more. He's got a lot of personality. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, I do agree with you. If Roth had done this maybe a few years later, he might have actually maybe had a hit with it, or at least could have joined the country band.
And you know what? If he did like a cool video or something, like it would have worked. I really think it would have worked.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as like a country rock song, it's fine, it's good, it's pleasant.
Right.
But like that's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's like the biggest challenge with this entire album is that on the whole, the songs just aren't there.
Right.
Like they're okay.
Yeah.
Or they're good.
Right.
But that's it.
Right.
There's really very little that rises to the status of greatness.
Yeah, and it also suffers heavily from timing. Heavily. Yeah.
Oh, agreed. But there was almost nothing he could do in '94.
Oh no. Yeah.
That would have helped him at anything.
You're right.
Anything he would have done in '94, he would have been a victim of lousy timing.
Oh, totally.
So what are you going to do? So he's just going to do any and everything he wants.
Right.
So hats off to him for doing that.
Oh yeah, look, let me tell you something. I give him credit for swinging for the fences and just doing everything possible. I think it was a good move. I do like this album. We'll get to that sort of the wrap up, but we're going on to the next song called Hey, You Never Know. And I keep thinking that he wrote this for the Lotto commercial. I swear to God. I just feel like maybe he was trying to get something going there. He starts in that Muppet register again, and then he switches. And this doesn't sound like a Roth song. It's fun and playful. And he says cool things like, oh, and the hula girls go, and that's kind of fun, and that sounds like Roth. The guitar is very twangy, blues tinged. He wrote this one with Terry. I think Terry really is the unsung hero of this album. There's a lot of great work by Terry here. I like this, the guitar on this song. It's so short, Dave. It's under 3 minutes, and it kind of is a throwaway, I guess you would call it, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, but I don't know if I call it throwaway. Well, It's no more or less throwaway than anything else. I mean, believe me, when we get to the next song, we can talk about throwaway tracks.
Boy, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But, I think the briefness of this works because he doesn't drag it on. So before you start getting tired of it, the song's over.
Yeah.
And it's a little different from him. He's got like the background, female vocalist going on.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Which works. It's different for him.
Oh, it's not. This song is not a problem. Like, it's not a skip, and it's not an unpleasant song. It's fine. It's just sort of an album filler. I mean, it's there.
Right.
It's nothing fantastic, but no big thing. But I guess that's the name of the next song, which is funny. Which is No Big Thing.
No Big Ting.
No Big Ting. Right. Which you wonder if is a little bit racist by you saying that. I mean, he's kind of making fun of the reggae accent there. Well, I don't know. This is interesting. Roth seems to be like in a different song in different verses here. It's hard to believe that the chorus doesn't seem to match the verses, and I enjoy the bridge, though, but it's definitely stranger from the chorus and the verses, and it's a weird hybrid of a Rasta tune mixed with a quirky pop song. Do you know who the Rasta guy is on this album, Dave? I don't even know.
I am looking that up as we speak because I can never say it right. So I apologize if I'm butchering the name. Yeah. But it's something like, oh, Dave, this is tough. It's something like Mitchell-Elias.
Okay.
We're going to have to re-record this like 8 times.
No, that's all right. We'll see if we'll give it a try. We got horns popping in and out here. Or the fake horns, really going for something different here. But does he succeed? I don't really know. It's I don't know. It's a little. I don't know. It's a little uneven. I'm not crazy about this. It's good. It's all right, but it's kind of fun and it's interesting. But it's not like, between this and like a couple of, you're like, all right, where are we going with this album now? And then things pick up a little bit. And we get to Youre Breathing It, which I think is a cool rock tune. Wait, before we get to that, what did you make of No Big Thing, Dave? Or Ting.
This song is awful.
Really?
The song is awful. This has to be one of the worst songs he has ever done. First of all, it's like reggae light. It's just horrible.
Yeah.
It's just horrible.
Yeah.
And then, no offense, but the Jamaican rapper does not add anything to the song.
No.
In fact, I think he takes away from the song.
He does. He's
like, David, I'm a big thing.
Oh,
I'm like, oh my God. Like,
I almost feel like
what you're saying.
It's weird. It's like he's making fun of his own people. It's a little bizarre. I don't understand that.
Do you know what I feel like? I feel like Dave was walking down the street and this guy came up to him and he's like, David, what are you like a bonbon? Right? And he's like, you're going to be on my next album, right? So they bring this guy into the studio. They have him record whatever he feels like saying. They throw it into the song, and it's just off. And again, I have a bootleg version of this album without the Jamaican guy voiceovers on it, which makes the song slightly better, but only slightly. This song is a skipper. It's just bad all around.
We're gonna call
Zero
this
stars.
We're gonna call this song the Alan Hale, the Skipper.
It is the Skipper, Dave. Right. It is no big thing.
Right,
it's not even a small thing.
Right,
it is no ting, is what it is.
Or you're used to small things, so I know you know all about that. Oh yeah, I want that to sneak in. So anyway,
you gotta get it in there. Don't you?
Well, you gotta get it in there actually. So
here we go.
Wait. This is my assessment. I think you're close on your assessment, but here's my thing. I think this guy is Dave's weed dealer. That's what I think. And I think that bunk reefer that he got arrested for in Washington Square Park was sold to him by the guy who's like, oh, Davey, it's a no big thing. I mean,
well, I don't know about that. I mean, listen, the guy was important enough that his picture is in the artwork of this album.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. That's yeah.
I mean, I assume it's him.
Right.
I don't know if it's him or not, but I'm going to go on a leap of faith and say it is the guy.
Right.
So
that's true. Now this next song I enjoy, Youre Breathing It. It's a rock tune. I think it would have worked well, sort of in the Eat 'Em and Smile band. To be honest with you, I think this is a little taste of that era. Cool tune. I love the track. It's very colorful. And it's got a boogie flavor to it. It's got a cartoony bounce. I love the street life, night life, sex life, wild life, Youre Breathing It. I love that. It's very New York City influenced. I love Terry's simmering solo here. He gets down and dirty. This one's written by Roth and Kilgore, along with Richard Hilton. It's one of the best tracks on the album. Now, unfortunately, this is skipping ahead a little bit, but they do another version of this song at the end of the album. And I'm bringing it up now because we're talking about Youre Breathing It. So I don't understand. They did like an urban New York City mix, which is totally different from the rock version of this song. The rock version is way better than this remix. I would have rather put Mississippi Power on here than have Youre Breathing It urban New York City mix. What do you make of that whole thing?
Oh, yeah, I agree. I don't know. And it's not even a bonus track. You know when they put bonus track on CDs?
Right, yeah.
It's not even that.
No.
So, and I don't think, I mean, it's interesting as a different style of music.
Right.
But again, it's just another example of throwing Jello against the wall.
Yeah, and
seeing what's going to stick. Oh, you don't like the rock version? All right, we'll do the remix version.
But it's almost like they expected this one to be a breakout single, so much so that I put it on the album twice with two different versions. I don't know.
See, I don't know. See, you like it more than I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's okay, but I just think it's okay.
Right.
I don't think it's anything great. And I don't think the urban mix is any better. It's a little different, which makes it memorable, but that's about it.
Do you see what I'm saying about the Eat 'em and Smile band could have done that song?
Yeah, but to me, this is like a throw. It would be like a throwaway song. Like, let's try it. Oh, no, this isn't any good. We're not putting it on the album.
Right.
I mean, at best, that's what I see it. That style of music, yes, I agree with you.
Right, yeah. Okay. Well, the next song is the title track, and it is the sort of a meat and potatoes rocker, Your Filthy Little Mouth. Cool quote here says, fuck me like Chopin, it don't fuck me at all. Dave gets a little dark there. There's a cool quote in this one. There's, how about a little Henry Miller with your Huckleberry Finn? Assume the position, honey. Listen in. Which I love the Roth little playful lyrics there. Roth is in his zone here. But I gotta be honest with you, 2 minutes in, he gets to that Muppety high register again, and I don't know. I gotta be honest. This is where I blame Niall. Niall, you are producer of producers. Niall really knows his stuff. I don't understand. Like, if Roth is going that high in that Muppet, I would have done something different, like take it in a different direction. But I don't understand how that got on that whole Muppety register thing that keeps popping up, why they kept doing that. And one thing that took me out of this song, Dave, is when the lady voice comes on and goes, okay, so you son of a bitch, I'll tell you what I want, which really cheapened the song for me.
Dave, the song is Your Filthy Little Mouth.
I know, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I guess like the clip of her voice sounded like, I don't know, like something you'd see on YouTube or something. Like it was sort of like some sort of cheap thing. It didn't like mesh well into the song. I don't know. What do you make of this one?
So I just want to know if that Chopin line ever worked for you.
Oh, you bastard. You bastard. Well, you know what? I think you should be maybe bringing that up at the next rest stop you drop at, because that's...
See, now you're going to get yourself in trouble.
Of course I am, but we already addressed that in the letters to the editor section. So, again, what does Seinfeld say?
Let me give you the shovel, you keep digging that hole.
What is it? What is Seinfeld's famous line? Not that there's anything wrong with that?
Right.
So there's no gay bashing here whatsoever. I just love to bash Dave. So
no, that's a lot of Dave bashing.
It's Dave bashing, not gay bashing. So what do you make of this song, Dave?
Which one? Oh, your
Filthy
Little Mouth.
Early dementia setting in, folks.
Yeah, no. Well, Dave, I've been like that my whole life. That's the problem when the dementia sets in. No one will notice, Dave. That's the problem.
That's the sad part.
Anyway,
that's the sad part.
Again, it's just one of those all right songs.
Right.
It's like meh. You know, it's not great.
Right.
It's not bad.
Right.
It's like, if I never hear it again, I'm not going to lose sleep. He's trying so hard at trying different things sticking against the wall that he's not trying hard enough to get good songs and make them memorable. That's the biggest disappointment of this album.
Yeah, absolutely. The next song, Land's Edge. This is sort of another bluesy storytelling song. I actually like this song. It kind of reminded me of Big Trouble from Eat 'em and Smile. This is a little tune that's 6 fucking hours long. He says, yet the song is only 3 minutes long. It's a great song. It works with Dave's vibe and his voice. It's a Roth Kilgore composition. I kind of like this one. The album sort of picks up again with You're Breathing It, Your Filthy Little Mouth, Land's Edge. After dipping into, low points in the midway. This is a fun one. There's not a lot to say about it. I do think it's worthy, and I enjoy it. What about you?
I think it's one of the better songs on the album.
Right.
I do like it. It does have a nice groove. Dave is almost rapping.
Yes. Unbelievable.
Trying to sneak that in there. And I love the Big Trouble analogy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Yeah,
that's good. Next song, I Happen to Love. And this was what, Dave, the second single from the album, The Nightlife, the cover of the Willie Nelson tune?
Right.
Okay. This is a Willie Nelson classic. This is a killer cover by Roth, in my opinion. He totally nails this. I'm sorry, Willie, but I think Dave does it better. He did a great job with this song Nightlife. Oh my God, he's got the perfect vibe.